The ancient Egyptians regarded Thoth with a complex mixture of reverence, profound respect, and a healthy dose of awe. He was not a god to be feared in the same way as Set, but his authority and knowledge commanded absolute deference. His presence was both comforting and formidable. Across Egypt, temples dedicated to Thoth rose majestically, none more prominent than the grand complex at Hermopolis Magna, known as Kmun. This city was considered his primary cult center, a place where his divine energy was most potent and accessible. It was a sacred ground. They believed Thoth was the ultimate source of all knowledge, the wellspring from which every invention, every scientific discovery, and every artistic endeavor sprang. From medicine to mathematics, from astronomy to architecture, his divine intellect guided human ingenuity. Thoth was not merely a god. He was the divine architect of wisdom, the keeper of cosmic secrets. His very essence was knowledge, a boundless reservoir from which all understanding flowed. He was the silent observer, the meticulous record-keeper, ensuring the delicate balance of the universe. Beyond the mundane, Thoth commanded the arcane arts, the potent magic that shaped destinies and defied death. His divine spells were whispered in the deepest rituals, invoked to heal, to protect, and to guide souls through the perilous journey of the afterlife. He held the keys to unseen forces. In the shadowed halls of ancient Egypt, where gods walked among mortals and magic wove the fabric of reality, one deity stood as the very embodiment of intellect and order. This was Thoth, the ibis-headed or baboon-faced god, whose presence permeated every facet of existence. His influence was as vast and profound as the desert night sky. He was the progenitor of the written word, the sacred hieroglyphs that etched eternity onto papyrus and stone. Without Thoth, the stories of gods and kings, the spells of protection, and the annals of history would have remained unspoken, lost to the winds of time. He gifted humanity the power to preserve thought. As the moon god, Thoth traversed the celestial expanse, a luminous orb charting the passage of time. He was the celestial observer, measuring the cycles of the cosmos, ensuring the rhythmic dance of stars and planets. His watchful eye governed the nocturnal world, illuminating its mysteries. He bore many titles: the scribe of the gods, the arbiter of disputes, the lord of time. Thoth was the impartial judge, the wise counselor, and the meticulous record-keeper of every deed, every thought, every breath. His judgment was final, his wisdom unquestionable. Thoth's importance in Egyptian cosmology was absolute, a foundational pillar of their spiritual and daily lives. He represented the divine intellect that brought order from chaos, the guiding hand that illuminated the path of humanity. His legacy was etched into the very soul of Egypt. Thoth's interactions with humanity were rarely direct, yet always profound, often manifesting as subtle guidance or cosmic intervention. He was a god of intellect, but not without a deep, if often concealed, emotional spectrum. His presence was felt in moments of profound revelation or desperate need. There were times when Thoth, the silent observer, must have felt a surge of satisfaction, a quiet joy. Perhaps it was witnessing a scribe master the intricate art of hieroglyphs, or a scholar unraveling a complex astronomical puzzle. These moments affirmed his divine gifts to mankind. Yet, Thoth also bore witness to the endless tapestry of human suffering. He saw the ravages of famine, the despair of loss, the cruelty inflicted by one person upon another. His ancient eyes absorbed the pain of mortals, a silent testament to their fragile existence. In these moments of profound sorrow, Thoth's empathy, though rarely expressed in overt displays, was a palpable force. He understood the depths of human grief, the weight of their burdens. His sorrow was the quiet ache of a god who wished to alleviate all suffering. Occasionally, Thoth's divine patience would wear thin, giving way to a stern disapproval or even righteous anger. When mortals defied Ma'at, the cosmic order, or misused the sacred knowledge he bestowed, his displeasure was a chilling, unspoken warning. Such transgressions could not go unpunished. Despite his stern demeanor, Thoth was also a god of immense compassion and mercy. He offered pathways to redemption, opportunities for learning, and the chance to correct one's course. His mercy was a beacon of hope in the darkest hours, a promise of divine understanding. Thoth frequently mediated disputes, not only among the gods but also in the affairs of mortals. His impartial judgment and profound wisdom were sought to resolve conflicts, to restore balance, and to ensure justice prevailed. He was the ultimate arbiter of truth. Countless stories speak of Thoth offering guidance and counsel to people, often through dreams, omens, or the sudden clarity of thought. He inspired inventors, guided healers, and illuminated the minds of those who sought true understanding. His wisdom was a gentle, persistent whisper. Above all, Thoth's role was to uphold Ma'at, the sacred principle of cosmic order, truth, and justice for all of humanity. He ensured that the scales of destiny remained balanced, that chaos was held at bay, and that the divine plan unfolded as intended. His vigilance was unwavering. Perhaps Thoth's most dramatic and pivotal role unfolded in the shadowy realm of the afterlife during the dreaded weighing of the heart ceremony. Here, every soul faced its ultimate judgment, its fate hanging precariously in the balance. Thoth presided over this solemn ritual. As the heart of the deceased was placed upon the scale of Ma'at, balanced against the feather of truth, Thoth stood ready. He was the meticulous scribe, quill in hand, poised to record the verdict. His judgment was absolute, his record immutable, sealing the soul's eternal destiny. Thoth's wisdom and intervention were crucial in the epic myth of Osiris and Isis, a tale of betrayal, death, and resurrection. His presence was a steadying force amidst the chaos and despair that threatened to engulf the divine family. He was the voice of reason. When Osiris was brutally murdered and dismembered by his jealous brother Set, it was Thoth who aided Isis in her desperate quest. He provided her with the knowledge and spells necessary to reassemble her beloved husband, to breathe life back into his shattered form. His magic was essential. Another testament to Thoth's ingenuity and compassion is the myth of the creation of the Egyptian calendar. The original year had only 360 days, leaving Nut, the sky goddess, unable to give birth to her children due to a curse from Ra. Thoth devised a brilliant solution. Through a cunning game of Senate with the moon god Khonsu, Thoth gambled for extra light, winning 5 additional days. These epigomenal days were added to the calendar, allowing Nut to bear Osiris, Isis, Set, Nephthys, and Horus, thus circumventing Ra's curse. He literally reshaped time. Many other myths showcase Thoth's profound wisdom and timely intervention. He healed Horus's eye after Set's attack, providing the magical incantations that restored his sight. He was the divine physician, the master of healing spells, always ready to mend what was broken. These temples were far more than mere places of worship. They were vibrant centers of learning, vast libraries, and academies for scribes and scholars. Here, the wisdom of Thoth was studied, preserved, and disseminated, shaping the intellectual landscape of the ancient world. Rituals and offerings were meticulously performed in Thoth's honor, seeking his blessings for wisdom, protection, and success in learning. Incense burned, prayers were chanted, and offerings of papyrus and writing implements were made, all to appease the great god of knowledge. Thoth's influence was most profoundly felt in the scribal traditions and the entire system of education. Scribes, The revered intellectuals of Egyptian society considered Thoth their patron deity. They invoked his name before every stroke of the pen, seeking his divine inspiration. From the cosmic dance of the moon to the intricate strokes of a hieroglyph, Thoth's enduring significance permeated every aspect of ancient Egyptian civilization. He was the silent force behind order, the divine spark of intellect, and the meticulous keeper of all that was known. His legacy extends far beyond the sands of Egypt, influencing later philosophical and mystical traditions. Thoth, the architect of destiny, the god of wisdom, remains a timeless symbol of knowledge, justice, and the eternal quest for understanding. His story continues to resonate,